Senate race? Why?
Why endorse P.G. Sittenfeld? Because he's the best qualified to be the United States Senator from Ohio. I think the time has come to begin to support and project a new generation of leadership for the state, for the Democrats and the Democratic Party here in the state. PG brings a unique level of energy and enthusiasm and engagement to the Senate campaign and eventually to representing us in the Senate. I'm particularly impressed by his interest in and his engagement in change at the urban level. He's really, even before he became a city councilman in Cincinnati, focused on how do you rejuvenate our cities. 80% of the people of Ohio live in urban centers, and so somebody who understands those challenges, whether it's what do we do about foreclosed homes and how do we prevent foreclosures, or how do we put people back to work in the city, what do we do about police community relations, and particularly what do we do about the epidemic of gun violence. And when PG's dealt with these firsthand and a voice that understands this, can articulate it, and will work persistently for change, is what we need.
So how important do you think it is that the party pay attention to newer faces and younger voices?
I think what we're seeing in the presidential campaigns across the country is a growing level of discontent with party leadership in both parties. And I think it was a mistake for the Ohio Democratic Party, for example, to make an early endorsement in the Senate race and
elaborate on that.
Well, I think the idea that somehow you want to close off debate and discussion when you have highly qualified candidates who hold public office and seek higher office, that's a mistake for the party. The party should be encouraging people to, especially young people, to seek higher office and to promote those young people. So my own feeling is that that what we have here is a race between the future and the past, frankly. And when I say past, I'm talking about the Democratic Party itself. It is trying to operate in an old way. And that old way was insiders who tried to make decisions and insiders who tried to call the shots. And that's not what people want. That's not what Democratic voters in Ohio, or my friends and neighbors here, my kids here, when I talk to them, that's not what they want. So I think P.G. Sittenfeld represents a fresh way of moving forward. And I'm frankly disappointed that Governor Strickland hasn't agreed to debate P.G. because it would give Ohio voters a chance to compare these two side by side.
Is that a disservice to the process or a disservice to voters? Disservice to Mr. Sittenfeld?
Well,
obviously.
I think it's a disservice to both the democratic process and the voters. You know, when I ran for governor in 1978, I could not persuade Jim Rhodes to debate me. Right? He was the incumbent; he didn't have to debate. In 1986, when I was running for re-election against Jim Rhodes, he challenged me to debate, and I accepted. I was an incumbent; I didn't have to accept. But I accepted because I felt it was in the interest of all Ohioans to see the two of us side by side. The great forum that is represented by the City Club of Cleveland is the home of debate in Ohio. I'm astonished that...
it seems like there's something missing if that's not going to happen.
Exactly. I'm astonished that somebody who I think served with distinction as governor is unwilling to stand up and debate.
You know, some people say, Dick Celeste, who was that again?